Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. Guys, I hope that you are well. I've got a little saying here for you today which I partly agree with. However, sometimes people are very clever in how they disguise the motive of their actions. And for you as the recipient of those actions, the kind-hearted in us, in society, you and me, the kind ones, we have this kind of heartfelt, I don't want to use the word agenda, but you understand where I'm coming from. We've got this attitude that says sometimes people fail, they disappoint you, whatever the case might be, and you'll give them a second chance. Let's be fair. We all have had second chances, maybe a third or a fourth. But this little saying is interesting, and I'm going to point it out to you and then also give you some advice when it comes down to the narcissist. Because as you guys know, the narcissist has played an incredibly devastating role in my life. So let's have a look at what this has to say. It says this: sometimes, and that's a key word, sometimes, giving someone a second chance is like giving them an extra bullet for their gun because they missed you the first time. Okay? So it's like giving you a second chance. It's like you giving them an extra round in their gun. How do you know the difference? How would you work out accurately that the reasons why they missed the first time wasn't a genuine mistake? Something that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. How do we work that out? The truth of the matter is, we can't. It's very difficult. And by avoiding the opportunity of giving people second chances, makes me wonder how it would feel if you and I were not given second chances when we fail or make mistakes, or when we ourselves don't live up to our own expectations. Sometimes these things just happen. You see, this is how I see it, is we get second chances from a variety of agents. Let's just say that. It is, we get second chances from society, the people, your neighbor, your co-worker, whatever the case might be, your boss. They might give you a second chance because circumstance and situations might mean that you fail at something. Your first efforts wasn't good enough, and that learning that needs to take place can only happen when you have a second go at that. I also believe that you get second chances in a little bit more intimate relationships. Your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife kind of relationships. The same applies in other business relationships. Dare I say, you also get second chances from the Creator. From my opinion, or for what it's worth, He gives us second chances. It's called forgiveness and repentance. The person who I think fails to give us second chances is ourselves. We don't give ourselves second chances because we are way too harsh on our own standards. At least I am. So I don't think this little saying is totally accurate, because if I don't give myself a second chance, it means I need to have an extra bullet because I've missed the first time. That's totally unfair. And it's like giving God a second bullet because I failed Him. That also seems unfair. And the person who I am deeply in love with, when I fail her or him, depending on what gender you are, of course, that also seems totally unfair. In business, that's maybe a little bit more difficult, but then there are ways around this, and we get second chances through supervision and support groups and stuff like this. So that saying again is unfair. So the idea about second chances, as according to that saying, I think is very cruel. However, if you are engaged with a narcissist or a psychopath or these kind of people, these persistent liars, if you give those people a second chance, I think that's fair the first time round. But if they persistently hurt you in the same way, and I use the word persistently there, then I would suggest that you stop giving them the bullets. Then I would suggest to you, stop giving them second chances. In fact, then you need to give yourself a second chance to escape that abusive relationship. That's the only way that I have found to experience the healing and the freedom from such a toxic relationship, is when I stopped giving her more and more opportunities, stopped giving her more and more justified excuses from my side to excuse her crappy, selfish behavior. The thing with the narcissist is, if you have had any experience with them, is the way that they set things up is exquisitely detailed. It is very, very clever, and it is nearly flawless. It is very difficult to pinpoint what's going on because they are incredibly clever people in how they set things up. And as soon as you start acting in a way that is good for you, but not necessarily for them, watch the reaction. But the minute you find that you are in such a toxic relationship and you're consistently giving them these bullets where they will consistently shoot and hurt you, then I would suggest that you're a fool. But as soon as you understand that you are in and you stop doing it, then I would say, well done, you are wise. So what am I saying here is, we need to learn how to differentiate between who's the narc in our life and who's not the narc. As I'm going to suggest to you, if you look at the Narc series, there's like, I put a little sub-series together called Indicators of a Toxic Relationship. Giving you little indicators, not necessarily qualifiers, but indicators. Go and view that and study them. And if you find that you are in a relationship where you're experiencing those kind of things, stop handing bullets out. In the beginning of the Narc series, I've also put in language, little things that you will find helpful if you understand some of the language that's going on in the Narc world. Understand that. Do some research. On YouTube, there's loads of channels on Narc. Loads of them. There's fantastic, good channels and information on Narc. And all I'm going to say to you is, once you work out who the narc is in your life, it doesn't matter whether it's your lover, whether it's your brother, whether it's your sister, whether it's your child, whether it's your parent, whether it's whoever, as soon as you understand and you identify them to be the narc, quit giving bullets out. Start being kind and loving and caring towards yourself, and start educating yourself to get the strength and the courage to move out from that relationship. At the end of the day, the way I look at it, and there might be people who disagree with me, but I don't particularly care. You are worth it. Being in a narc relationship is not worth it. Believe me. The damage that they cause is like not only you giving them a bullet, it's like you giving them a machine gun with millions of bullets. That atomic bomb that they will drop on you just because they can. That's all I want to say to you at this particular point in time. That saying is partly true. But it is the sometimes. That's the thing. That you need to differentiate the sometimes. And you need to identify who you are giving those bullets to and the reasons why. That's all I want to say. I hope you found this particular video helpful. And like I've suggested, please go check all the videos on the Narc series. Please share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, pickle, do the like. You know, all the YouTube admin. You know exactly what to do. For now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.